The Tampa Bay Buccaneers absolutely annihilated the Carolina Panthers today with the help of Tom Brady's 3 passing touchdowns and Ronald Jones' huge runs for a career day. Overall, we had a very convincing win that is going to build up our confidence and really help us in weeks going forward because we know that we can win games, we can put up good offensive numbers, and our defense can play very well. We needed this win, especially after that big loss to the Saints last week. We had very little life, hardly any good plays from us, nothing to be happy about, and it was really terrible performance for us. We needed a big win to build our confidence back up. And I think that what that starts with is just the dominant performance of Ronald Jones. At the beginning, he did have a fumble, which was really costly to us because it resulted in 7 points for the Carolina Panthers. But right after that, we bounced back and we turned back into the football team I know we can be. Ronald Jones ended up running amazingly. He was fantastic. Right after that, he had the 4th longest touchdown in NFL history on that 98-yard touchdown run to kind of shift the momentum to our side. After that, Jason Pierre-Paul had that interception. We scored another touchdown, and it was pretty much downhill from there. It was so easy for us after that, and I think that really just comes from when we're playing complementary football, which is what we need to do, and that's what teams like the Baltimore Ravens do and all those successful teams that have been very good in these last couple of years. But we need to make sure that what we're going to do is be keeping the defense off the field as much as possible, because in that Saints game, you could tell towards the end that our defense was getting extremely tired. They were worn out. They did not want to be on that field, and they were getting scored on pretty much every possession by Sean Payton and Drew Brees. And there was just no excuse for that, and that is just because our offense was turning the ball over. 3 and outs were pretty much every possession if we didn't have an interception or a fumble, and it was not a pretty game. But this game, there was no turnovers outside of that Ronald Jones fumble. Tom Brady made very few errant passes, and also Antonio Brown and Tom Brady really looked on the same page, which is something that I did not expect since Antonio Brown is joining our team mid-season and he has had little reps with the team. But this was very convincing performance and really proved that Tom Brady and Antonio Brown are on the same page. Mike Evans and Tom Brady still don't look like they're completely synced up, but I think that is going to just improve as time goes on. And also, we don't need them to be the ultimate wide receiver quarterback duo because Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown compensated. Our tight ends also played very well. Cameron Brate had a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski had a touchdown. Bruce Arians is getting the tight ends a lot more involved in this season. I think in this game, we really showed that, and that we can be a multi-passing level threat, so we can throw those tight ends, we can throw screens, we can do all kinds of that. And also, our running game made it so that we could pass the ball more effectively. Where our running game is strong between Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones with that 1-2 punch, they're going to have to defend the run, and that's something that we did not have last year, is when they need to defend the run, and then we just can pass the ball if we want to. So if we want to pass the ball, they're not going to be like, oh, instantly, we're down by 20, of course we're going to pass the ball. No, instead, what we did, we have to be like, okay, are we going to run the football? Because you're going to need to guard that too. And that was something that really contributed to our success in the passing game today. Also, the thing that we did well in defense, I think, is get after Teddy Bridgewater. He was often pressured, often making errant throws. We had an interception with Jason Pierre-Paul, a lot of pass breakups, and not a totally convincing passing game for the Carolina Panthers. And that is just because our secondary played extremely well. They did start off a little hot, but afterwards, our secondary just took over the game. Our linebackers are the fastest in the league. We have the fastest linebacker duo in the league, undoubtedly, between Devin White and Levante David. But what I want to say to wrap up this video is this is something that would never have happened last year. By the time, this was a close game towards the beginning, but by the time we got to that 3rd and 4th quarter, anytime in the second half, we would have been out of that game because Jameis Winston throwing interceptions, which is what we saw far too much last year, and that was just costly to us. And that immensely, that just ruined our games, and you can't win games like that. And this year, we're taking care of the football, we're limiting our turnovers, we're creating turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, and that is winning us games. And that shows the difference between an experienced and quality quarterback and a young one that just throws so many interceptions, makes reckless throws, and deserves to be a backup. So that is why I think we made a very good win today. This was fantastic, and this is exactly what we needed to bounce back. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comment section if you did enjoy and how you think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will do next weekend against the LA Rams. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.